Hey guys, and welcome to the Chaotic Gardener. We have Rob here today, my husband. He is my greatest fan and the biggest clown that we have in our house. He is the person who buys all the plants for me, and today I have decided that while he does not like to actually get his hands dirty in the garden, he has to come and be part of the garden. Cosmos are his favorite flowers, so we have a packet of seeds here, and he is going to have the joy of sprinkling them and then seeing the fruits of his extremely difficult labor as they grow. We are going to put them here in the zinnia patch with the zinnias to grow along the driveway. So come with us as he pulls around. This is pretty much what we live with on a daily basis. He's always making us laugh, roll our eyes. And we are expecting rain this evening, so hopefully those will get a nice soaking. Thank you, Rob. So thank you for joining us, and let's go on to the rest of the video.
This is the Chaotic Gardener's long-suffering husband. Man, it's hard being me. The stuff that she does in this garden, I just work and work at being positive and dealing with it, but it can be so difficult. I want a shrubbery. Get me a shrubbery! A shrubbery!
Hi guys, that was fun having Rob spread some seeds in the garden with me this morning. He definitely enjoys seeing the fruits of my labor, but doesn't really want to get his fingers dirty. It's not for everybody. But for the rest of this video, I thought I would take you along as I trim my freylinia bush. So it's looking a bit chaotic at the moment. Lots of shoots sticking out. I actually enjoy snipping off those long branches and putting them in a vase inside for a greenery vase. It just brightens up the inside. But I have been watching it growing and getting chaotic and out of control, and I have been wanting to kind of tame it back a little bit. As we know, my garden is definitely more of a cottage garden, not flushes of the same thing planted all over with a specific color palette or anything like that. And so it has a very busy kind of, maybe some people would say, chaotic appearance. To me, that just is beautiful. But definitely there is something to be said for having parts of your garden where there is structure, a solid structure that is manicured, I suppose is the word I should be using. And this freylinia was always meant to be a pom-pom. I have let it grow to this point so that it can put on extra growth, but definitely there are things in the garden that are just restful for the eye. So that is supposed to be that, so that you're, with all the busyness going on here, that would be nice and manicured and just be a nice space for your eye to rest. Having said that, chaos is not a bad thing. Our lives are full of chaos. There are times in our lives where we feel like everything is out of control and everything is going wrong, and we have the choice whether we stay in that negative mind frame and spiral, or if we allow that negativity to pass and to make choices to move forward in a more positive way. Sometimes easier said than done, but it is important to take a moment to step back, to analyze your situation, to see what you can improve on and what will stay chaotic, and then bearing in mind that also after you have come through those chaotic moments doesn't mean that it's going to be clean sailing for the rest of your life. That chaos will come back, particularly if you don't maintain. So yeah, that's just kind of an analogy that I get from the garden sometimes. While that chaotic freylinia bush does look beautiful. It is time for it to be trimmed down, particularly because it's right there next to the olive tree, which is going to grow up and have a beautiful canopy, so it will be nice to have a solid structure underneath to rest your eye on. But look at these little delicate flowers. I really enjoy the small little leaf structure and the wispiness of this. So I am going to use those beautiful branches that I trim off to put in a vase in the house. Here we go. I shall be using these very old clippers as well as my gardenia trimmers. Definitely some gaps at the back here that still need to fill in. Step back and have a look and see how round it is. It's a little bit lopsided.
What do you think, George? George doesn't care.
I think that's going to do it for now, and we will just keep trimming it as it thickens in at the back there. We will just keep tightening it up so that it's a nice little ball. There's George. We're going to take some of that greenery and put it in a vase. This is my go-to vase. I have on the shelf as you walk into the house. Take off some of the lower branches. I love the arrangement. Purple blues are so delicate. I have a rock on the bottom of this because it blows over as it's in the doorway. Sometimes we get a gust of wind and it goes over. That's the most irritating thing I do in the garden is leave piles of things.
You have no idea.
Thank you for joining me in my chaotic garden. It was fun having Rob join me today as well. If you want to continue following along with me, be sure to subscribe and also to click on the bell, and then you'll be notified of my posts every week. Have a lovely week until next time.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling! Smash that bell!